Hey, what is going on, MLB family? We are here, and I told you we're going to talk about the third inning program. We're also going to talk about monthly awards coming up here. See what we can get going on, see what we can do. Let's check it out. Let's roll. I don't want to waste any time in here. Okay, so we had third inning, came out on the 4th. We see that. Bam. Okay. Monthly awards coming on the 8th, and a signature series switch hitter in the headliners pack and the kitchen sink too. We see that is coming. That's big and important. All that is actually really important. So obviously for the Rivera set, signature series is an important card to have. And where are these cards sitting at right now? This is about right. That's about right. You know, Seager came down a bit. Accuracy Sleeve, new card. So it's getting a little bit easier to happen, and then getting new kitchen sink program, probably that coming too. Maybe another signature series. So if you have not finished Rivera yet, maybe you want to wait. Maybe you want to wait a little bit unless you get some cards for cheap. But the big thing coming is obviously monthly awards, right? We see it's coming, right? Now, what you had to do last time was collect a bunch of Topps Now cards, and we see that the prices of Topps Now cards are already pretty high. Like, they're pretty high for the most part. And should you buy these cards? I mean, look at these cards' prices, man. They are not cheap. But there are some which are a little cheap. Now let's go take a look at what happened last month with these cards. So Ryan McMahon was one from last month, right? And his price has kind of been a little all over the place with it. They sort of peaked up a bit and peaked down. Is there room to make stubs on some of these? Maybe, but maybe not a lot. So if you want to get these sell now prices on stuff, 6,500 isn't bad, just in case there is indeed a spike. I'm not investing in any though. Not okay. Full transparency, not happening for me. But we also talked about, hey, what could happen to these other bosses that we had before? And their prices didn't move a whole lot. Lee Smith and Jason Bay, fairly steady. You had about a day's time span there where you could have made about 10-15% on these cards. The one card that is worth more is Mattingly, and again, because less people pick this card because it's not nearly as good. So that was there. There wasn't a ton to make stubs with, again, because these cards they weren't great for the 30 program. Honestly, they really weren't. It's just the truth. All right, it's just the truth. Like, don't get mad at me. It's just the truth. Same thing with Mickey having poor right-handed contact here. Just not. Just look at these. Look at the stats that they had. We tried them out. Not great. Not great. How about some of these other guys? Oh yeah. Let's see who we used. Who have we used here? Yeah, you know, low. I mean, Acuna, right? 86. A little bit better. A little better, right? But some of these other guys, not great. Really hard to hit consistently on the higher levels with some of these cards as well. But I'm gonna give like the 30 inning program kind of a bit of a. I thought it was a bit of an L. Now, are we done? No. No. We're not. We're not. Not even close. Why? I don't know. I told you guys before. I don't know what was causing the XP to jump and do all that. I still don't know. To be honest with you guys, I knew would be done, but I don't know. But we did end up doing the collection here because we had Bay and Smith collected already. Might as well have done this to get the extra 50k again, because we noticed the XP wasn't jumping up. So all right, well, let's just see what we can do and take what we can get here. Again, not overly rushing, because getting these cards 100k we'll get them when we get them. Basically, that's sort of the idea. And then hopefully make the stubs along the way. Get a hit or two in some of these other packs. Space 3, hopefully get a hit here. Because, I mean, Biggio's 56. Rodriguez 56. Votto was not 56 at all. Interesting enough. But it just makes sense. Like, we'll get there when we get there. Now, one thing I want to bring up here is this says live series 85 to 89. On the previous inning rewards, it didn't say 85 to 89. It just said live series diamond. But nobody ever pulled a 90 out of it. Not that I ever saw. And if you did, let me know. Show me proof. The big problem I have is I feel like that pack, while saying live series diamond, was an absolute lie. Again, I haven't seen proof otherwise that says that you could have pulled a Trout or someone in that. Never saw it. Really? They changed it now. That's a big problem. Let's just straight up line if that's the case. Somebody prove me wrong. I hope someone can show me that they pulled 90 plus the first, second inning at the end. I hope so. I would love to know that's true. But again, getting the grind on, and I'll be honest right now, fully transparent with you guys about this. I'm a little happy that we're not done with this, because it feels like you can still make progress with it. And I kind of like that. Now we have a lot of stubs. 1.6 basically. And the reason the subs are a little bit down here is I had to pick up old Al Leiter right here, who had a pretty good game on Hall of Fame. Complete game. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good showing right there. Not bad. But Dibble's also a pretty new card. Looking at his stats here. How's that going? Fine. But Rivera has been used a little bit here. Again, 1 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 7 innings. Not bad. Again, it's all been done really on Hall of Fame. So that's pretty cool. But Cabrera is probably one of the more favorite cards at this point as well. Because if you can get his control under, man, his pitch selection, everything is super good. Again, his control, not the best. Just not the best. It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the best, but like Cabrera for sure. Now, how is the season going? 26-1 currently, total record. Almost up there at 821-9-0 in the season. CC, are you gonna post some ranked seasons gameplay? There's a 0% chance I can hit on Hall of Fame like that and win. I'm not gonna ruin a record or anything like that, but that's you know, it is what it is, right? But I always love looking at the people up in World Series and see how they're doing. And 45-0, like, what is that? How you do that? I don't even know. But again, they also had the new event up. Not really worried about this event. Live Series Diamonds at 30 wins, 40 wins. Low Diamonds. Not my type of event. At all. At all. Now, one thing I'm thinking and hoping for is that for Father's Day, we may get some stuff. We may get some more free pack bat skins, something along those lines. Make sure you're going through the new conquest maps, finding those hidden packs. Even though they're a little disappointing overall, still find them, try them out. Maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't, but make sure you do that. And as we get into the rest of this stuff, if you want to know where you should be sort of investing in right now, I don't know about investments at the moment. I have zero investments, zero at the moment. But if you need room to flip, there are still cards that you can flip. A lot of this stuff is still risky. The next obvious sort of collection that's going to come up is for prospects again. The next round of prospects. Prospects are just expensive. So at what point do we get new prospect packs? Do they ever give us prospect packs? Is it worth going back through if you haven't done the conquest map to get some of the prospect stuff? Sure. Now what our plan is going forward is, well, yes, okay, we have Rivera done and all that, but going through some of these other sets and trying to make sure that we are collecting some of these other cards when their prices do drop, maybe with a flash sale or whatever may be coming, because we know we're going to need more of these cards. So even we have a card like Maddox right here, which not using at the moment, but that 34,000 could come in handy to buy some of these other cards. There's just not a lot. Like, so, you know, we'll get like Keith Hernandez right here. I tell you what, if you can pick up a card for 5,000, I'll pick up a card for 5,000 right there for sure. Put in that order for us there. All right, and just to finish out here with the idea of the prospects collection, another tier to it coming, and that's a likely next situation. There's not a lot of reason to be spending stubs at the moment. It's a very we're in a building phase right now, super building phase. Buying these third inning bosses at expensive prices, not necessary. Look at the BR rewards; those cards are much better, fully just way better. Build your stub count right now, and wait to see when those next free packs are coming. We know that we are not all that far away either from Home Run Derby, All-Star Break. A lot really happens at that time in the game. So start building those stubs, flipping some cards, getting some extra stubs. If you could flip and make 10k stubs a day right now, by the time the All-Star Break comes around, you'll have 300,000 stubs. Like, it's a really simple math formula to avoid just spending money. There's no need to go out and do anything else here. With the player base being so much larger and the whole Xbox being free, and when we get stub sales, it's really only on half of the console. It's made the market a little weird this year and a little harder for me to predict. So I'm not gonna be. I have no place of a knowledge at this point to tell you guys how to turn your stubs into a lot of stubs. But when those situations do happen and they come back, we'll be there and we'll see if we can get it done. But the monthly awards is coming. Keep your eye on that kitchen sink pack though for the second one. You may want to pick those cards up because the first one is going to be going away temporarily. We know they're not in the third inning program. We know that's not there. So the next chance we have for one of those packs is a flash sale or an event reward potentially. So that Rob Dibble, the Darren O'Day card, something like that. Their prices could rise a little bit. But again, with the way everything is, it's really hard to predict. I'm not buying a bunch of them. In fact, I'm not buying any cards that I'm not investing. I'm not buying 10 Darren O'Days or even one extra Rob Dibble. I'm not doing that. Now, if we got a flash sale, hey, I'm probably going to hop on it a little bit. But for the way it is now, just build those stubs right now. You're going to be able to spend a lot of them very soon. In the next 4 weeks, you're going to be able, if you have 400,000 or 500,000 stubs the next couple weeks, you're going to be able to spend those on absolutely monster cards. I promise you. But right now, I don't think there's anything really worth it unless you want those BR rewards. So be great. Take care. Be patient. Play the game. Make some stubs. Get your XP. Get the 30 program done. Get the monthly award stuff done. If you're planning on keeping the cards, you're going to get a lot of XP from doing monthly awards from playing all those missions and stuff anyway. So might as well. Be patient. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.